Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really special video for me that I thought that I would share with you all. It's an experience that I personally had, and I've just remedied the situation that I had just like literally 5 minutes ago. So I wanted to share this experience with you and let everyone know, just in case you ever have this problem with your collection, and I can give you some insight onto what I did about it. So, welcome back, everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a huge reborn collector, and I have lots of beautiful babies in my collection. So, this is one of my amazing babies. Now, this is the Quinlynn sculpt by Laura Lee Eagles. Now, she is a very sought after limited edition baby that's long sold out. And lucky for me, when she first came out, I bought her on eBay. And this baby, when it first came out, Quinlynn was really popular, as you can imagine. And then once she sold out, more and more people were after her. But because, there's not many around, I think it was a small edition. I think there was only 800 made at all in the world, but I could be incorrect, but that's from my memory. Which that does straight away make this much more in demand. And she's going for, this kit alone can sell for thousands of dollars, which is crazy, but that's just what supply and demand is all about. So I had a huge problem with my Quinlynn, and I never really knew what it was. So I saw the Quinlynn sculpt come out, fell in love with all the pictures, went on eBay, found an auction of a baby that I loved, won the, well, I think had a buy it now. So I clicked the buy it now. The baby arrived, and when the baby arrived, I never bonded. It was just like, I didn't know what. Well, I thought it was the mouth. I don't normally like open mouths. And I thought that was what it was. But so what I did was, I was so happy to get her. I got her. I was like, oh, this is not really the kit for me, which, can happen. So literally, for some reason, I didn't want to sell her. I just wanted to keep her. So I've literally had her in my collection, I kid you not, for years and years and years. And I've never interacted with her because I've found out now why. I thought it was just the lips, but I had my doll show experience just recently this weekend, and Brett got his trouble, which he absolutely adores, and he said to me, "Oh, Christina, I was wondering if you could just reweight him a little bit for me, because I like them quite floppy." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I can do that for you." So, when we got back to his place, I just reweighted him a little bit, and he was over the moon with how he was feeling. And then this morning I was laying in bed, and for some reason a conversation that Brie and I had at the doll show popped in my head about my Quinlynn, because she had Quinlynn at the doll show, if you remember, in her video, and I absolutely adored it. And I remember thinking this morning, oh, isn't it sad that I don't get to enjoy my Quinlynn like she's enjoying hers? And then it came into my head, well, maybe the problem is the weighting. Maybe I just need to reweight it. And I had some spare cable ties that I'd purchased from Annette from Aussie Reborn Supplies in the past. I like to keep them on hand. And I literally jumped out of bed this morning, and I ran into the nursery, and I grabbed her out, and I looked at her face. I'm like, no, I'm happy with the face. And then I looked at the body, and I was like, oh, and I picked her up. She was so heavy, and I don't like my babies heavy. And then I'm like, oh my God, I can finally fix this Quinlynn and finally have her how I would like her, a bit floppier, because her legs didn't really come together very well. Her arms didn't come together very well. She couldn't really, flop in the middle, how real babies do. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I ran to my nursery and was looking for a cable tie, which I found. I was so happy I had one still left. And then sorry it's getting a bit dark. I'll try and lighten it up a bit for you. The sun went behind the clouds. And then so I straight away did Operation Quinlynn, and I took her head off, and I want to show you what I pulled out of her. So this is what I pulled out of her. So the bit between the legs, a bit in the tummy, and then a bit between the arms. So this is what I ended up pulling out, and it's quite a bit. I put a little bit in her head as well. So it's quite a bit. So all this extra, really does fill out their bodies and makes them a lot more, to me, less cuddly. To me, more doll-like. Like I like, you don't obviously want them too soft, but you definitely want them a bit floppy. So this amount of stuffing made the world of difference. And I was so happy because once I finished weighting her and put her head back on and cuddled her, I got that feeling, that really warm, gushy feeling that you get when you cuddle them. So I was like, yes, I can finally enjoy my Quinlan. And then I was mad at myself. I'm like, why did I not think of this earlier? Like, I'm so mad. I've missed out on years and years of cuddles from this baby, but I'm more relieved. So I just wanted to pass that info to you. If you're having a baby that is not soft enough for you, I do highly recommend you buy some cable ties. They're cheap as chips, and it's not difficult to do it. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Trust me. I'm not an artist in any shape or form. Um, and the difference is just worlds apart. So I really wanted to share that story with you, and hopefully that even if there's one person out there that it changes the way they feel about their reborn, then that will make me happy. But if not, it could be useful for you more down the track in case something happens to you in the future and you get a baby and you're just like, oh, there's just something not about this baby. Make sure you think and consider about the waiting, because waiting, like the paint can be like, this painting is amazing. Like, this artist is one of Australia's foremost artists. Sorry, it's not focusing. See if I can. I'm scared if I touch it, it will go darker, but at least it might give you more of her details. Like, this artist is, this is from Bespoke Babies, and she has beautiful babies. They are very, softly painted. They're not really over the top with their paint. They're very, very softly painted. But it's nice to have that in my collection. I don't like all overly painted babies. I like to have a bit of softly painted, and I like to have a bit of medium, and then I like to have like really heavily painted babies. So I like to have, and this one's very softly painted, very realistic though. It's going a bit blurry again. I don't like this camera, but anyway. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed hearing about my story with my Quinlan, and can keep that in mind for any of your current reborns or any future reborns, or maybe a friend's reborn that you notice that they're not really bonding with. It's something you could suggest. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed hearing about my story today and seeing my Quinlan. Oh my God, I'm just so much in love, and I can't wait for some more cuddles. Oh, this outfit is just the best and last velour outfit that has never been worn on any baby. It's been in my collection with the tags on for years. I kid you not. And it was been waiting for the right baby at the right time, and Quinlan has got it. So um I'm just so wrapped with how she feels. So I just wanted to say also a huge thank you for all of the views I've been having on my Ipswich Doll Show video. I uploaded it last night, so don't forget to check it out. If you haven't checked it out, it goes for like 22 minutes. It's probably my longest doll show video I've ever had with my visits. And I also do a haul video as well of showing my beautiful Coco's Boutique 2 outfits that I got are just to die for. So make sure you check out my Ipswich Doll Show haul and debrief video, because you will be gobsmacked with the quality and the beauty of these 2 outfits that I got from Coco's Boutique. And I'm actually gonna do another video because I showed one of the outfits and I just held the other one. So I'm actually gonna do another whole video tomorrow showing the actual second outfit on one of my reborns. So don't forget to check that one out as well. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video if you loved hearing my story and seeing Quinlynn in her new reformed way. Doesn't look that much. Well, she does look a lot different actually, because when you'd pose her, she was she was very difficult to pose because she's so, her arms, her legs were all so far apart, where now they can be more floppier and together. So anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.